I want to touch on something real quick. You see the thumbnail right there. It says talking. And it seems to be too much of that going on these days. This is something that just came to me before I got on this phone, before I started recording this video. This came to me as I was driving back home, and I got to thinking because I was just thinking about everything overall out here on social media. And I was like, you know what? I think one of the biggest things that we're doing a little too much, we're talking too much. And we're doing way too much talking on these social media platforms. We're exposing too much stuff and we're ruining the human experience for the next person. We're not allowing people to live their lives and experience things on their own terms. You know what I mean? Because we got to keep talking about this. We got to keep talking about that. You know, if a person has a bad relationship experience, the first thing they want to do is get a platform on YouTube or TikTok or whatever social media platform they get on, and they want to vent and say all this stuff. And then they get a following. And what that does is that following, that group of people create a hive mind. So you have a group of people that agree on these topics from this one person, and they are on there because of the person saying things that resonate with them. Then you have another person who creates another platform with the same agenda, the same methods. Then we have a hive mind over there. And we have a hive mind over there. And what that does is it creates more division. And this is what's happening today with us human beings. We have created more division than ever because of these social media platforms. Do you guys see what's going on? Every time you get on one of these platforms, somebody's running their mouth about something that they shouldn't be talking about. I see a lot of guys getting on YouTube talking about steroids. When I was growing up, we didn't talk about roids. That was a mystery. You were like, you know what? That guy got that way from drinking protein and going to the gym. He may be taking steroids, but maybe not. We don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe I can get that big just by taking protein powder, some creatine, and just working out. So it was always a mystery. But now what we got tons of YouTubers that get online and talk about steroid cycles. So we got to blow that up and make that a big thing. Then we got people with the relationship stuff. We got to get on here and talk about, women, or we got to talk about men. Or we got to talk about politics, or we got to talk about movies. It's just way too much talking and not enough mystery to life. And this is why a lot of people are depressed. Because every time you get on one of these platforms, they pretty much ruined it for you. So you don't have anything to look forward to anymore. You don't, because people are ruining the human experience for you by telling you everything. And before we had social media, the person had to live life on their own terms. They had to experience it on their own. And we're not doing that anymore. And this explains why a lot of us are depressed. A lot of us are living in nostalgia. A lot of us are living in the past. And we want the past to come back. But unfortunately, it's not, because people have ruined the human experience. You can't even go on a date anymore without things being overly complicated, because people have regurgitated so much information from these platforms that they carry that shit everywhere they go. So it's hard for you to deal with somebody these days. It's overcomplicated. It's like solving a mathematical equation when it comes to man and woman relationships. More complicated than ever. Before, it used to be, hey, you meet this woman, get her number, you two talk for a little bit, go out on a date. Now, it's not like that anymore. Now, get on a dating app, you may talk a little bit, person may ghost you because they probably entertaining somebody else. Or the person you may get into some political argument, or you may get in arguments about the dating world and this and that, and the person is already jaded because they have taken in so much information from some person that's jaded on YouTube or whatever. And they've passed that message on to this person and that person. So we what we're doing is we're ruining things for the next person. You know what I mean? You have people out here that have never been in relationships in their life, but because they've gone on a platform and they have listened to a person talk, then now because you heard that message, you don't even want to date because you're afraid. We're living in fear too much. That's what it boils down to. YouTube and content creators have created so much fear for people that people aren't able to live anymore. They're afraid. You got people out here that are afraid to go out of their house because they've listened to some bullshit online. We got to stop this, man. This is a major problem. I am very passionate about this. You know what I mean? About getting the message out there so we can fix this shit. Because this shit is going too far. Like, we're going way too far. We're talking too much. We're not listening. We're ruining everything. Because a lot of us are hurt. Because a lot of us have downloaded a false glimpse, a false perception of reality. And because reality is no longer false anymore, and we can't live the way we used to, a lot of us are hurt. So we're venting on social media because of that. So right now, the best thing to do is change. The change starts with you. It starts with self. Once you change yourself, then you can change the world around you. I just wanted to make a quick vid. Yeah, man, too much talking. Too much talking and not enough mystery. And I really wish that we could get back to that. We can get back to just living in a mysterious way and not revealing so much shit on these platforms, man. It's just overkill at this point. It really is. It's somebody talking about just about everything. You can't do nothing anymore because somebody's talking about it. So you can't experience it for yourself. And one of the things that I'm most passionate about is the relationships between men and women. And I just feel like content creators have ruined the experience between men and women. We can't get together anymore. We can't come together like we used to. It's way too complicated. It's so much complication involved that you don't even want to deal with the person. You know what I mean? People are drained and lethargic. They're so drained that they don't even want to go out. You get a woman's number, you talk to her for a little bit, you may not hear from her. The tempo may go down. That energy level may tank. And that's because we've taken in so much negativity that it has ruined us. It has ruined our perception of reality.